Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude. You're here for real people with real creativity in real time. Fredlings, never give up, and I won't on you. And today we are back here on FredCraft Season 2, and we are going to be starting to work on our farm. So now we have a lot of farms in this world, for people that do know. We have food farms, cow farms, sheep farms, pig farms, iron farms, gold farms. We have everything. But we're going to be working on the real farms today because we need a realistic sort of farm here in this world. Obviously, we need to grow crops, and I spent a little prep time clearing out some prime locations, and we have little coarse dirts here showing off where our real growable land is, so we can actually still grow crops on these. You might be able to see a little bit better from the sky, but you'll be able to see those little etches in the dirt. When we put the rest of the crops down here, you won't be able to see it as good, but when you get pretty close up, you'll be able to. But the goal is to build a couple farmhouses and maybe a barn or two, but to get all these animals sort of in their pens and be more open than just being like a normal Minecraft farm and normal square farms, and give this place some life. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this into a first-person time-lapse. By the way, I have two cats in this world. I call this one Belly. You know, no relation to Scar's cat named Jelly. And this one we'll call, I don't know. You know, we'll give us a name. Put it in the comment section down below. All right, but we're going to throw this into a first-person time-lapse, Fredlings, and we'll see you once we get one of our houses done. Fredlings, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse here. This is one of many. But as you see right there at the end, a creeper spawned in here, and I was talking about, you know, I'm not really a big fan of these candles. There needs to be a real big lighting update soon where you can use like a beacon or something, like a non-spawnable area, like how a beacon works, but, you know, something like that. But this is our house because this is a really cool farmhouse design, simple. And it's just looking so nice. It makes the land look so much better. You could even see the road that we did. But I wanted to show you this design before we just went back straight into another time lapse. I'm going to add a couple more houses over here. But yeah, so what we have here in this little farmhouse, it's sort of a farmhouse you can go through. There would probably be a gate here, which we could add. But we have candles. We're using the new lighting candles. We can go up to 4. I know we probably should, so nothing spawns in here. A little composters, some furnaces outside, a stone cutter. We also added a nice stone road that doesn't go all the way to the governor's house yet. It will, though. It will. Don't you worry. And then we added in some crops here. Now, I know a lot of people are about to have a heart attack. Why did you plant crops here? They're going to die. They're going to take forever to grow. They're going to not look good. First off, this is going to look better than you ever would imagine. These are going to grow up it's going to take a very, very long time. I mean, probably like 3 hours IRL time to grow. But eventually they will grow to be full weeds. And you can harvest them and eat them. But this is an aesthetic farm. Instead of it being just a straight square like we have here, this is, you know, it's going to look good. And there's going to be some gaps in here, so like a real farm. And I love some of these ferns here. We're going to have to come through and use bone meal later on to add some grass. But yeah, this is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be like a realistic farm. So it's going to take a very long time to grow. As well as here, I need to grab some more coarse dirt because I accidentally tilled that dirt. First off, didn't know that was a thing where you could till coarse dirt. Didn't know that was even a thing at all. But it is. But I added in coarse dirt corners like I showed a little bit earlier. It's really hard to see here. You might not even ever notice that. But it is a good eye and indicator for me when I'm harvesting this field. Maybe we could get one final look at this before all grows in and I do some more arrangement. This is an actual growable area, but it looks very weird. It's just a square. And then obviously you see the new seeds here. That's all going to eventually be yellow. So we'll be able to easily distinctify that this is a growable field. Now, we can always change out the crop type too. We can always put potatoes, wheat, or whatever. Potatoes, wheat, beetroot, carrots. But for this to look really nice, we should just always keep this one as a wheat field. And then maybe this one always as a beetroot field or something. I don't know. It doesn't really matter either way because this is a growable farm. We can always just change it out. So we'll see. But this will look the best when wheat has been grown in. So, before we go any farther, before I forget, let's show you the inside in here. So it's a pretty basic house. We have some candles in here. I'm going to put a torch in here just for safety because there's that creeper. I don't want to blow up anything. It's just a little farmhouse here for the colonists. Then he has a nice view of his farm from there. And over here and see these other farms. But yes, so let's throw this into another first-person time-lapse, and when we come back, we'll have a bunch of new buildings, and this will look so much better. Fredlings. This is the windmill that we just built and all those beautiful time lapses put together. It was absolutely fantastic. Now, it's kind of hard to see here because I wanted to grow some more beetroot that I could sell to the villagers. But when this field is completely filled with normal wheat, you wouldn't even notice that this is a field. Like down here, this is actually a crop field that can be actually tilled, like right here in this little box. Same thing here. I believe there's one here. And I believe there's maybe one more somewhere else too, but I can't tell because I just put it in just so I could. But as you see, this is how this wheat field goes through. But I want to show you what we exactly did. And over here is our barn. This barn is nice and large. We have chickens, we have cows, we have a little bed. I want to build a little loft eventually. We got a pig pen, and then an outdoor sheep pen. So there's enough variety of enough variety of animals over here so that there's enough wool that we'll never probably need to worry about. And then over here, we're going to have, here's a little farmhouse. Show you the briefs inside. And this one actually has the, not this one. The other one has another portal over here. But as you see, look at how huge this looks so much larger because there's just this depth of it just looks so much larger than what it normally would be. But this is a nice big farmhouse here with another portal that goes to another highway system. And they all have details in the inside. Some of them have a little less details, some have a little bit more. But this is it. And then the windmill over there too. It's crazy. Eventually we're going to get rid of this iron farm. But for now, we're keeping it in just because I don't have a replacement for that. Not going to worry about that until we get there. And then over here is our windmill. And I know Jesty Realm can finally not scream at me. I'm sorry. I know he doesn't scream at me. But I finally have agreed with him. And I'm going to save all of the seeds that I got. As you see, there's missing some beetroot back there. But this is a windmill. So on the inside of a windmill, the windmill spins and it crushes up the wheat or whatever you're doing into grain. So the top of the windmill is actually made out of wood. My great friend Simon showed us that this thing would turn around so you could rotate it so that the wind is always pushing onto the windmill. And it would crush the wheat and turn it into grain. So I have some wheat over here, but this is what I'm talking about. Inside of here, we are going to be saving all the seeds that we possibly can, all the stuff that we could do, everything that we can. We're going to try to save it in here so that, we don't waste anymore. I didn't have the room in the beginning, but now I have the room now. On this episode, I want to give a special thank you to our Twitch subscribers, tip donators, bit donators, and future merchandise holders. And remember, a real Fredling makes their own luck.